Hi guys, Ivan and Susan here from Bloggers on the Loose. Very blowy day in Perth today guys, extremely blowy. We're probably going to lose our caps. We're in a suburb called Kinross, and you can see the shopping centre behind me there called Kinross Central. Now Kinross is about 32 kilometres north of the Perth CBD, built on an area of about 2.8 square kilometres, and there's about 6,900 residents in the area guys. So not a bad little shopping centre over here. It's only small, but called Kinross Central, like I said. There is another little shopping centre in the area, but that's much smaller. So we'll just take you for a bit of a walk around Kinross over here and show you guys around. Hey guys, we're here, just going to show you around here in Kinross. Have a look at that house there guys, the second one. That's an interesting shaped house. So guys, there's mainly young families in this area and migrants. I suppose you can have a migrant young family. So the suburb's relatively new. It was only established in 1993. Look at that, someone's lost their pot plant there. Because like I said, it's extremely windy here today. Very windy. So we've got a bit of a bush area over here on the left hand side. Have a look at this grass tree over here. This one over here. That looks pretty cool. There's a few of them in that. I don't know if that's I don't think that's a park. That's just a bush type area there. What do we got going on over here? There's a park over here, and there's a building over there. I think it might be a daycare centre or something. And they grow all their veggies and stuff, because underneath that coverings over there, that's all veggies and stuff that the kids are growing. So that looks pretty good. Now there's several parks in this suburb guys, so you won't be short of playing areas and that, and general areas just to go and relax under a tree or something. Because you can see the park over there. It's quite a decent sized park over there. Now that shopping area that we took you to before, that we showed you, that's the main tenant in there is IGA. There's a guy washing his bike over there. He's got all his gear out. Pretty good setup there. So there's some nice houses over here. This house here looks pretty good. It's got a nice long veranda in front there, and it's a decent depth on that veranda. It's not like a proper veranda should be, but it's a decent depth. It's just over 1 metre deep, I'd say. Now Kinross isn't too far from the ocean guys. Across the road from here you've got Iluka, which we've done a video on, and then you got the ocean just there. Iluka's right on the ocean. So and the house prices in Kinross will probably be, I'm just looking at the median house price here, it's probably half the price of Iluka. So the two suburbs are separated by Marmion Avenue, which is a major arterial road separating the beachside suburbs from the non-beachside suburbs, shall we say. Here's a nice double-storey house over here. He's got a nice nice balcony over there. So yeah guys, we've just had a heat wave through Perth, and now it's It's still warm today. It's going to reach 32 degrees Celsius, but they are predicting unsettled conditions. So apparently it's going to rain sometime today and tomorrow. So a few nice houses. Have a look at this one on the left here, guys. These pillars, they look quite interesting. They're black bricks, and then they've got the white mortar in between. Looks quite good. And these trees here, I don't know if these trees were kept here when the suburb was subdivided. It looks like they were, because they're fairly decent sized trees. I think these trees were kept here, so they all look about the same. I don't think a person would grow such a tree in their front yard, so I reckon these trees were kept. Probably a council stipulation saying keep the trees. They're damn big trees though. So yeah, these are big trees, but the council doesn't like you trimming these trees, I tell you. There's massive fines if you do, even if it's on your property. And have a look at how it's messed up the roof over there, guys, with all the leaves and that. Now that there in itself can be a problem, because when it rains, those gutters will all get blocked up and the water can run into your house. So the council's sometimes got a lot to answer for, because they won't allow you to prune these trees. They need to prune them. Some of them stipulate, look at this, quite a big tree. And these branches in this wind, the way it is today, can get blown over. So bit of a catch-22 situation. There has been massive fines for people who have pruned trees. There has also been fines for people that have removed trees that they've actually planted in their backyard. So this is Perth, Western Australia, guys. There's an old mattress line there. It's probably going to be a verge collection. I've spoken about these verge collections before. It's part of your rates that you pay, and the councils say you can have a certain amount of, or not a certain amount of stuff. You can have all your like mattresses and fridges and what have you, furniture, and out on the verge, and they'll come and collect it. So you do pay for it. So guys, there's one primary school in this area and one middle school. Now middle school is for children in years 6 to year 10. So 11 and 12, you'll have to probably find another school if your kids are going further. So it's not a bad suburb, guys. What do you guys think of Kinross so far? The gardens are pretty good. All the gardens are kept nice and neat. I think it's quite nice. Like I said, it is relatively new. It's only established in 1993. So there's all bush around here years ago. When we lived in Quinns Rocks, and we lived there for quite a long time, guys, probably 10, 11 years in Quinns Rocks. This was all bush over here. The closest major shopping centre to Quinns Rocks back then was Whitford City, and Quinns Rocks did have a small IGA there, and that was pretty good. But now you've got Ocean Gate, I think it's called, in Clarkson, massive shopping centre out there. Ocean Keys in Clarkson, that's a massive shopping centre out there. Here we go, guys, just showing you around Kinross. Now the closest train station to Kinross is Currambine train station, and there are buses going between the suburb and the train station. There's also a bus going from Kinross to Clarkson train station, so you can choose which one you want to go to. This here is a nice gardens. Look at this. It's artificial lawn, but it's kept very neat. The house looks nice also. Here's a nice double-story house here, guys. Have a look at this. Nice looking house on a corner block or bend at a roundabout there. I've just found the worst garden, guys. Look at that. That's not even a garden. The weeds are growing right up to the front door. I wonder what's going on there. I wonder if that's a rental and they don't really care, because that is the worst garden that I've found. It's on a big block, but it's not a very big house. So they should never ever have bought that big block, because you want to at least build something decent on there so you can take up most of the block with your house if you're not into gardening. Anyway, each to their own. The house will probably be worth a bit, because houses have gone up in Perth, and I've noticed the ones on the big blocks usually sell for a lot. So they're probably not selling anyway. This street here looks pretty good. Everything's kept nice and neat over here. This one here has got the artificial turf again in front. Very neat gardens. Then you've got a vacant block next door, guys. And it looks like they're going to start building on it, because you can see the water meter over here getting ready to be built over there. So that tells you, that's a sign that they're going to start building. And here's a brand new house going up here, guys. Right next door here. This looks a decent sized house. This here will be the garage, this big opening here. So the garage is sort of on the side of the house. It's got a nice, oh, what happened here? There's a couple of toilets there. They look pretty good, those toilets. I don't know what happened there, unless someone's dumped them there. They look fairly flash toilets. I don't know what's going on there, because toilets aren't cheap. I can tell you that now. Toilets are not cheap. We done a bathroom renovation about a year, just over a year ago, and we replaced our toilet. That's an ensuite, by the way. We replaced the toilet in there, and it cost us $800 for a decent toilet. The toilets aren't cheap. So guys, I got some bad news here for Kinross. All the houses for sale do not have a price. It all says contact the agent. But there were only 3 houses for sale in the suburb. Yeah, that's right, 3 houses for sale. There's another crappy old garden there on this house here. I think this is like a back entrance type houses here with the back. Oh no, these are all front. These are all the fronts of the houses. It's like a laneway we're walking down here, guys. So these houses are built right on the laneway, as you can see. And the ones on this side here, on the left-hand side, they've got their garage, the back of their house facing the laneway, and the other side here, the front of the house is facing the laneway. That's interesting. Oh dear, that wind is strong, and that sand just blew right in my eyes. Lucky I'm wearing sunglasses. I don't know if you guys can see those eaves over there on that house. That's got water logged in there because of those trees. The leaves are probably clogged up the guttering. It goes all the way around. So that's the problem with these trees. When they plant it so close to houses and councils don't allow you to prune them, they get absolutely, your gutters get absolutely clogged up, and the water gets under the eaves, and you've got all sorts of problems. Those eaves are actually falling down. Now you guys, I just want to point this out for you guys. This here is a bus stop over here. So it's got no shelter, it's just a bus stop. And see what it says there? There's the bus number, and it's going to take you to Joondalup train station. And bus number 474 is also going to take you to Joondalup train station. So that's what that's all about. So it'll tell you on the bus stop where the bus is going to take you. And if you don't know, if it doesn't say, just ask the bus driver. I'm sure he or she'll tell you. So we'll just take another walk down another street here, guys, and show you another part of Kinross. Like I said, guys, the houses aren't too bad over here. I mean, the suburbs, you know, just over 30 years old now. This house here, it looks like it needs some sort of work done on it. It needs to give it a nice paint or something. It's all been rendered. Maybe re-render the thing, because it looks a bit run down. But most of these houses are kept quite well, quite nice. Look at these, well, I don't know what to call them, a bulb type thing. I forget what they were called. Ponytail? Huh? Ponytail? Ponytails, that's it. Susan just said ponytail. That's what they called, ponytails. And they take a long time to get to that size. I think we had a couple years ago. This house here, the lawn's kept very well. And there's a crow over there. Probably gonna, oh, look at him bounce around. He looked like a happy chappy. He's just bouncing around on the lawn. Someone's got themselves a nice caravan there. Probably going to go away. It is a long weekend here in Perth in Western Australia. So all the workers have got Monday off also. And today is Saturday morning that we're doing this film for you guys. In Kinross. Let us know what you think of Kinross, guys. Would you live in Kinross? Would you invest out here? Not a bad spot. 32 kilometres north of the Perth CBD. There's people here put up some sort of a sunshade type thing, because their garage is probably full of something else, and they use that to park their cars under. A lot of people use their garages here as storage areas. There's actually a new trend in Perth, guys, a new trend. While I'm talking about Kinross here, I'll talk about this new trend. Young people these days building their first home are opting for huge garages, sometimes a 4-car garage, because a lot of these young people, there was one in the paper at one couple, they had some acreage, by the way, so they had an 8-car garage, all properly done, all with doors on and everything, 8 garages on their new house. Because a lot of these young people are saying, because of the house prices going up like this, it's going to be their forever home. So they're future-proofing it. Future-proofing their houses. Say they have 4 kids, they've got enough enough car parking space there for all the kids once they get cars. So that's the new trend happening in Perth when you build a brand new home. Well guys, I might just let us know what you think of that trend, by the way. It'd be interesting to hear some of your comments. I've actually seen some plans in the paper of these young people with their new with their new houses in progress, and yeah, that's what they're doing. So there's some more of those ponytails there, guys. Look how big they are. Look at that. They take a long time to get that size, a long time. So guys, I'm going to give you the median price now over here in Kinross. Like I said, Iluka is right across the road there, and Iluka's median price now is over $1 million, over $1 million Australian dollars. Well, guys, the median house price here in Kinross is 680,000 Australian dollars, and the median unit price over here is 420,000 Australian dollars. Now, listen to this one, guys. The median land price over here is 440,000 Australian dollars. A block of land costs you more than a unit in Kinross. So guys, I might just wrap it up over here. Here's at the double story over here. This one actually got sold. There's a big sign over there that says sold. So we might just wrap it up over here, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video on Kinross in Perth, Western Australia. And guys, don't forget to hit that little thumbs up button. And don't forget to tell your friends, your family, your girlfriends, boyfriends, get the little babies to go subscribe. And this house here just sold, the double story, just sold. There's a big sign on the front there. And we'll see you in the next video, guys.